Hello, this is Heather Hoffman, and today I have a fun color block stamping technique that I'm going to create using Gray Skies Happy, a Phyllis Harris stamp image, and some fun pattern paper. You could use solid cardstock or anything else. I'm using some basic rectangle dies from Simon Says. You can just trim your panels down. You could use stitched panels, anything else, but trim them down slightly smaller than your card base, but really important to make sure they're all the exact same size for this to work really well. If the size is vary, it won't work. And you could do any shape. You could do round, heart, anything else that you want to do. I have one white piece that I already have. I also die cut with the same dies. It's the exact same size, but I just wanted to make sure I had everything lined up and was happy with how the layout was. So I tested out on this piece of white paper before I did it on one of my colored panels. And I just picked 3 bright, happy, fun colors. Again, you could mix and match pattern paper, cardstock, anything else. The fun thing about this technique is it's going to give you 3 cards really for almost the same work as one. So it's great for bulk making or making a gift set. I really love it for some of the Phyllis Harris images that are nice and detailed. It would work really well with Angie girls. You could use it with florals. It's just kind of a fun, quick way to make some cards without needing any coloring, but still adding some fun interest. So I'm going to stamp with my MISTI. You also do need some kind of a stamp positioner or something to get these all stamped identical like this. Using my MISTI makes it really easy just to stamp it and know that because all the panels are the exact same size and I'm stamping them in the MISTI, I know everything's going to line up perfectly when I'm done, which is really handy and really helpful for finishing this off. So once I have it stamped on all 3 of them, I'm just using a basic black ink. You can use any black ink that you want. In fact, you could stamp this with different colors on white cardstock and paper pieced together, and that could be kind of fun too. So, all right, now I have all 3 of those. There's one little spot on that red that I just felt like I didn't get the impression I wanted, so I wanted to make sure I had that finished and nice and crisp and clear. All right, I'm going to clean my stamp off, and then I'm going to stack all of these together. And you don't have to do this, but I'm using a tiny bit of Post-it tape just to attach them together as I trim them down, just so that I know nothing will slide out of place and that I won't at this point end up something getting messed up. So I just pulled a little bit of Post-it tape out. It removes easily. It won't peel any of my paper off, and I'm placing it over the edge and just folding it over so it kind of holds my sandwich together. Now, when you trim these down, this particular die, it worked really well. As I laid it out and measured, I noticed that it was exactly 3 3/4 inches wide. So it was easy to divide it and know that my 3 strips each needed to be 1 1/4 inches wide. So if you trim your own, that's a really good measurement to go with. It's slightly smaller than your A2 card base, and it's really easy to divide into 3. If you use something else, just either eyeball it or you can do the math and divide it down. This one was just easy enough that I could do it. So I'm going to pull off that Post-it tape, divide each of those out, separate them out, and I'm just kind of randomly placing them all in different rows. It took me a second to get the puzzle put together the right way and not get confused. Too many things going on at once. And then I'm going to line them all up together. The easiest way I found to do this without having to piece them in was once I had them layered together. Again, my trusty Post-it tape, I use that on such a regular basis. I love it. So I quickly just taped it together to hold it together with that Post-it tape in the front. And then I can turn it over, and now it's all in one piece. And I can add adhesive with my tape runner. I was nice and generous with the adhesive just because I wanted to make sure nothing was going to curl up or peel up when I put it on my white card base. Then I can adhere it down, center it where I want it, and then boom, pull off that Post-it tape, and it works perfectly. I'm going to repeat that with all the others, and there you have 3 fun, quick cards. Love to see what color combos you come up with and what stamp sets you think of to use this with. Hope you enjoy. Have a wonderful day.